Whispered rumors had always circulated about the Hotel Bellevue's room 319. Guests spoke of cold drafts, unexpected reflections, and soft sobbing sounds emanating from within the walls at the darkest hours of night. But for every unsettled guest, there were 10 others who reported no disturbances at all. As such, the legends of room 319 were relegated to the realm of urban legends, stories told to scare kids and entertain thrill seekers. However, for Jane, a historian with a penchant for the supernatural, the stories were more than just tall tales. She had booked the room intentionally, curious about the truth. The room initially seemed ordinary, elegantly furnished with a plush bed as sitting area and a view overlooking the bustling street below. As night fell, Jan began setting up her equipment: microphones, infrared cameras, and a spirit box. She was hoping to catch some evidence that might hint at the truth of room 319. Hours ticked by uneventfully. Just as Jane was considering calling it a night, a soft static crackled from the spirit box. She moved closer, trying to make out any potential voices. A faint whisper came through, repeating over and over, "Help me, please." Jane adjusted the device's frequency, trying to get a clearer connection. "Who are you?" she asked. The response was chillingly clear. "Check the mirror." Jane turned her attention to the ornate mirror hanging above the room's dresser. She approached it cautiously and looked at her reflection. It was then she noticed something that sent a shiver down her spine. Her reflection was crying, even though Jane herself wasn't shedding a tear. She reached out to touch the glass, and her reflection mimicked her movement, but with a delay. As her fingertips brushed the cool surface, a cold wind rushed through the room, extinguishing the candles. The room was plunged into darkness. Suddenly, the lights flickered back on, and Jane found herself looking not at her reflection, but another woman, trapped within the confines of a mirror. The woman's eyes pleaded with Jane as she mouthed the words, "Release me." Without a second thought, Jane picked up a chair and threw it at the mirror. It shattered into 1,000 pieces and the woman's image vanished. The room grew eerily silent. Relieved, Jane began to gather her equipment. But as she was packing up, she glanced at one of the shards from the broken mirror. To her horror, instead of her reflection, she saw the room behind her, with herself still sitting there, staring vacantly ahead. Realization dawned on her. She was now the one trapped within the mirror, while her reflection had taken her place in the world outside. All she could do was mouth the words, "Help me," in the desperate hope that someone would hear.